What's up, you damn gorgeous and beautiful gamers, and welcome back to Role-Playing James' Muriel Corner, in the internet where we like to discuss about RPGs. Let's continue with Fatesworn guides. Today, we're going to be speaking about another armor set, this one especially, a Ranger armor set. Before though, I would very much like to invite you to hit that like button, because it really helps me, like you have no idea. Also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. That being said, let's go first to how can we get this armor set. First and foremost, let me get rid of the buff so you can appreciate it a little bit better. But yeah, unfortunately I do not have the chest piece because my quest got bugged. It sucks to be one of those guys sometimes, but you will notice that from the feet and the helmet, that the hood and the globes, that the armor actually does looks quite amazing. That being said, let us go first through how can you get this armor set. To get this armor set, you will need to complete one quest, which is this one, the Headhunters. Essentially, this quest is going to mark where are you going to find the pieces of the gear. You have to kill some NPCs, some cutthroats, hunters, headhunters. Each one of them, there are five of them in total, and each one of them will hold one piece of the armor. To start the quest, you only need to kill one of them, and then it'll immediately start as soon as you loot him. Very first one, you're going to find him here on the west road. Let me go right there real fast, or maybe not. You know, maybe not. Anyways, the first one, you're going to find it around here in the west road, somewhere around here. I frankly do not remember specifically the point where I found them, and since my quest is bugged, I do not know where the main quest giver is, but I can actually tell you where can you find one of them, so you can go there and start the quest if you miss the one from the west road. Although I do have to say that as soon as you enter the DLC and you travel through the west road, you should probably have killed him already. It's going to be on the second caravan, if my memory serves me well, just after the second caravan. But anyways, here in Crownhold, you will see that I have the quest that I have bugged. And you'll notice that you will find the headhunter that you're looking for in Crownhold right here, in this specific door. There's also another one right here, if my memory serves me well. So you can go either to any of these places, kill your first headhunter, and the quest will immediately start. Now that said, let us go through the build that we are going to be using for this thing, and why is it such an amazing piece of armor set. And I have to say that when it comes to maybe looks, and when it comes to, well, I cannot fully say because I do not possess the chest piece, but when it comes to the set on itself, it's actually an amazingly good piece of armor. Let's go through the stats first, so that we can discuss a little bit more about it. The Despoilers cap is going to give us 35% less ice damage and mana regen per second. And then if we move on to the hands, you will notice that we have some more freezing duration and physical damage. On the legs, we have some health, which is actually not that bad, and chance to critical hit. And then if we move on finally to the feet, you will see that it gives plus 40% freezing duration and plus 7% chance to evade. And when we move on to the armor set, which is what interests us the most, is when landing a range attack increases your damage. This also stacks infinitely. So anytime you hit someone with a range attack, your damage will start increasing little by little. And then, landing a range attack summons a nice wolf. This is one of the most amazing mechanics because of the next piece of the armor set. Your arrows are refilled whenever your Ice Wolf lands an attack. Now, the Ice Wolf is actually not that powerful, he's not that strong, he is quite useful, he is quite tanky, he will keep the enemy's attention, but the most important part of your wolf is going to be that whenever he hits an enemy, he resets a little bit faster your arrow regeneration. Essentially what that does is that it keeps you with your arrows infinitely. Infinite arrows thanks to your Ice Wolf. And you will notice that I have not attacked anyone in a very long period of time, and my Ice Wolf is still in here, so the duration it's actually quite infinite if I am not mistaken, but I'm not really too sure about that. Now let's go through the destinies. On the destinies I go for the Night Blade because of the range attack damage and chance to critical hit. Anything else it's just like an extra, but the abilities important. The very main thing that you want to have is Longbow Mastery, Draw Power, Arrow Storm, Barbed Arrows, and Scatter Shot. Mainly because we are a ranger. Anything else, you're really not going to be using it. I just place the points in here to be able to have that 109 finesse points to be able to unlock the destiny to increase our range damage and critical hit chance. But also, this is quite useful, and you will notice that a little bit later. Chance to 15% chance per hit to deal 80 poison damage over 5 seconds. And all of this is just like improvements, but we want to unlock this one right here. 10% chance to stun a poison enemy for 5 seconds. And then you will notice that I place some points into Might. All of this, they are passive bonuses, so they are actually quite useful to have. Plus 26% health and elemental resistance, quite amazing. Adrenaline Surge, which is actually quite amazing when we're in travel, and this also increases our chance to critical hit while the Adrenaline Surge is in effect, but this is the one that really interests us. 80% damage versus stunned enemies. So you will notice that I have this paired up with a poison stun. So anytime we stun someone, and there's also the chance with this one, Bulwark, 7% chance of stunning your attacker every time you get hit with a melee attack. So essentially we want to stun enemies as often as possible to be able to deal more damage to them. And that's pretty much everything for the build. Let's see this little piece action. Let's travel to the Decayed State for this one, for showcase purposes on this one. Right here around somewhere, I believe that we will find some enemies. Yeah, that they are. So essentially, what you want to do is forget about the sword that I have in my back. The sword that I have in my back, I only have it for showcase purposes, aesthetic purposes. I like little swords on my back. But you will notice Pillage. That's stacking my damage. My wolf did not attack in there, which is quite bad, but he will attack in here. And you will notice that as soon as my wolf attacks, my arrows keep regenerating real fast, so I don't really have to worry that much about it. The troll really died way too fast, and I was just doing normal attacks. I was not charging the arrows whatsoever, so if you charge the arrows you will deal tremendously higher amounts of damage. Also, one very important thing to have in mind is that do remember that our head, the hood, the Despoilers cap, has ice damage, and all of the other armor sets have ice freezing duration. So I crafted this specific bow for the build called Whisper. This is a bow that I crafted for this specific showcase. It activates the weakness effect whenever landing an attack, which also increases your overall DPS output. But I place some ice damage gem on top of them. I still can place another damage gem on that weapon socket, and also has ice damage fulcrums. Yes, fulcrums, bindings, I do not remember. You will notice that we have quite the substantial ice damage. Also my sword has ice damage, but the sword is not going to be important for this thing. Anyways, hope you guys liked the video. If you did, a like on the video would be super appreciated. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. You would really help me like you have no idea. I will be seeing you damn gorgeous and beautiful people. Remember that if no one has told you today that you're a gorgeous and beautiful person, then you're indeed a gorgeous and beautiful person. Have a beautiful, beautiful day, and stay safe. Beautiful day.